face open with the nunchucks.
He's funny. I like him.
Mitch? Mitch is
Yeah,
hilarious.
Mitch and Cam.
Mitch and Cam.
No,
Hey
feel.
Ella.
Hey,
Hey
Character.
girl, hey.
you have a different background today.
I am at the in-laws house now. We are officially moved out of our house.
I didn't know
I
you're
miss
moving
my
out.
office already. You didn't know I was moving out? Oh yeah, I'll be out for
No.
the next 3 to 4 months.
Oh, are you like, where are you moving to?
Well, we moved into Sarah's mother's house,
Mhm.
who actually watches Vivian. Um, and then we'll be here while the baby's born. And then we'll move back into our house in hopefully May.
Okay, so you're
I'm
not
hoping
changing
for by my
houses.
birthday. No, no, no. We're remodeling our first floor,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah,
is where
I
my
have
office
not
is. So
haven't heard about any of this. The news to me.
No, this is news to me too.
yeah, me and Sarah like to do things in very big strokes, you know? Like why not just have a baby and remodel your home at the same time?
Right.
Just doing one's not enough.
hmm
You
To do
know?
all of it.
Get a new car too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no, we won't doing that. When we moved back. Sarah got pregnant. We bought a new house, remodeled that house, or did a part of the remodel for that house, all within the same like 3 months.
Vicious.
Yeah, that's crazy. Speaking of remodels, look at Sarah's hot mess. What's she doing?
She's off dealing with the hot mess.
Sorry, I was plugging in my light, but I look a mess. So
We were saying your background looks a mess too.
yeah. The living room looks fabulous. The living room is gorgeous. My office is
I'm gonna start calling you messy aunt.
okay, that's fine.
Got a fun aunt.
I'm going up to see my girlies next week. I'm gonna see Poppy and Tilly. And she's so funny. She's like, Say, you're coming to my house? And I'm like, I'm coming to your house. And she's like, are you gonna sleep? So my mom's grandma name is Happy, and there's like a guest bed. She goes, are you gonna sleep in Happy's bed? And I was like, Poppy, do you want to sleep in my bed and we can cuddle? And she literally just goes, no. She's like
They're
me.
so
Like, she's like,
honest.
I like my personal space. Like, I like my whatever. Like, if you try to give her like a hug or like cuddle with her, she just goes, too much, say, too much. It's
That's
so
funny.
cute. And I'm like, I want to squish you so badly, but I respect your bodily autonomy and I'm not going to do it, but like, I really want to.
I know.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
It is hard. I try not to kiss Vivian too much because she like pushes me off of her sometimes. I'm like, no, like
They're just
you got
delicious.
just give me all the kisses.
I know, they're so delicious.
Me and Sarah were just talking about Vivian, like when she gets into her big girl bed, which will be when we move back into our house. That she'll probably be like, you guys can sit on the floor, but still read me a book.
Oh, she won't let you in her bed.
Don't invade my
I don't
space.
know. That's like something we feel like she would do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's so
done
funny.
then.
All right, team. What's going on? Happy Monday, week 5. I feel like 5 to y'all.
Yeah.
I told Shay earlier. I'm like, thank God January's still here, because I need as much January as possible. Because once February hits, I feel like then it's us. We're gone. We're gone to the races.
Yeah, true. Then you can't keep saying like Happy New Year to people too.
Mm.
Like it's like such an easy like, hi, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Especially for someone like me who I just following up with people. Happy New Year! Yeah, let's kick off the year right. Hell, February comes around, it's like, I've been kicking off for a month now.
For a month, yeah. I messaged Bass to ask him a question. And I was like, hey, Happy New Year. Can you help me?
Summer already, Jake?
Sam, please.
I need
No.
it like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
Summer never left here.
No, I'm like, I
that's
need
true.
Shut it, Ella. Shut it.
It was, you know what, John? Let me complain about the weather. It was 80 degrees this weekend. It was horrible.
Boo hoo! Boo hoo!
Yeah, it is boo-hoo. It's hot as hell.
It ice rained here. It
Okay,
sleeted.
well, I
Ella,
was
I'm
sweating.
with you. They don't understand that living in Florida is honestly like a certain type of hell.
Thank you, Sarah.
It's terrible.
Go to the pool. Like,
Do
literally
you
go
have
swimming.
AC, Ella?
I had to turn my AC on for the first time this past weekend.
Oh my gosh. How dare you?
It's so annoying.
That's
Whatever. All right. I would take 80 all day right now. I need like we actually bought Vivian's grandma a vacation to Mexico. She's been there since Thursday, I think.
my God.
Just to say, hey, you're a great grandma, and also give her a vacation before the next baby comes.
It's your time
He's
off.
gonna be busy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So she's been in tropical paradise, and I'm like, why did we send her? We should have just
Really?
went ourselves.
You're like the best son-in-law ever. Oh my God. That's crazy.
I didn't buy it for her. Me and her kids bought it for her. But we share bank accounts, me and Sarah. So
Yeah.
whatever she does, I do also.
Yeah. That's so nice. I love that. I told my mom that I offered her services with the new baby. So if you need my mother, give her a call.
Come up to
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, I offered you to John, your professional grandma services, just in case.
So Vivian's getting to an age where she might accept other caretakers.
Okay.
We'll see. But for the last year, she's like,
Yeah.
no.
But she spends a lot of time with grandma, right?
Oh, she sometimes spends more time with her than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we feel very blessed to have a full-time caretaker. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's family, especially just hearing about all the kids getting sick all the time.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Vivian hasn't been sick once since she's been born. She's had a fever once, but I'm hoping that doesn't affect her immune system later on.
That's a good thing
We'll
you have a
see.
dog.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky.
I think they say kids who have pets growing up have fewer allergies and like tend to have a little bit better immune system. So you gotta keep Hugo around.
Well, I was able to not get sick the whole time I was going through treatment, which is also huge, because I was highly susceptible. So we're doing something right. A little bit of distance, not too much, a little bit. But also I don't get sick. Cancer was like the first time I got sick in like 15 years.
And it was cancer.
Yeah, it was cancer. When I was in Vegas, like everyone I was with got COVID, and they were like literally leaving Vegas with fevers.
Oh,
And I guess
no.
like auto convention, like dozens of people got COVID, and everyone was sick. I'm just like walking through, and I didn't get sick at all. And I was like, having 2 3-year-olds like literally in preschool who get sick all the time.
Yep.
There you go.
That's your booster.
There's my
Yeah.
booster. They lick and touch everything.
Yeah.
Never wash their hands.
Interesting.
Jay probably has a great immune system too.
Yeah. So I have no choice. I have no choice.
I always say my booster is that I kiss tofu on the lips. So
There you go.
I don't get sick and Ryan does.
And dogs are healthier than humans.
It's my baby. You're gonna kiss her on the lips.
Especially her. She's like pure. She's like as white as those clouds. I was talking about.
Kiss Urban? Does he lick you on the lips?
He does, and he likes to go in the ear as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh,
Oh.
that's a wet willy.
Yeah. Ugh.
Jane sticks out her tongue too. I bet.
Uh, Bourbon.
Bourbon Frenchie. All right, y'all. Let's get going. Week 5 underway. Does everybody get to read the vibe check for the week? All right, so I want to start this week off with a song, which we used to do that for vibe checks. Anytime somebody did a vibe check, you would have to play a song. So and that song kind of set the vibe. So I want y'all to just chill out, sit back in your chair, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just listen to this song. It's not that long, so it's only like 3.5 minutes. All right, so we'll start a week off with a little bit of India RE. Hold on. Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear it now?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead. I would close my eyes if I were y'all. I do this every morning. Arthur, you too.
Things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. Oh, light, yeah, oh, light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light, yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
All right. So I listen to that song every morning when I say my affirmations. And today, when I listened to it, it aligned with some of the thoughts that I was already having around just the vibe check in general. And I was like, that's it. Because it's this idea of this concept of to the clouds, right? How do we even get to the clouds? Can you get to the clouds? You know, filled with doubt and fear and negative energy, or does it take a certain amount of lightness, right? And that's why I thought of the clouds as light, right? Light from a color standpoint, light from a uh the weight standpoint, and it started to lead into this week's vibe check, where week 5 of the year, I don't know about y'all, but things are things can get heavy. You're like setting goals and you're setting intentions, and for me, like post treatment, I'm like, all right, I'm back now. I really got to execute now. I started putting more and more weight on myself, and it almost is counteracting a lot of um the work that has been done over the last year to get to this point. All right, so for me, I wrote this vibe check because I wanted to operate in that headspace of lightness, um, not allowing anything to weigh too heavy on me, especially as I'm approaching the birth of my son. And I thought it aligned so well with the work that we're doing in our mission, right, of bringing peace. And I think that peace that sometimes I know that I'm able to bring with my gifts is sometimes just clarity and lightness. Like something that was so heavy. I was talking to James Dotson last week, and he's like, he was one of those ones that was on vacation all January. He came back. He's like, all right, I'm back at it. I need what's next. I'm like, I don't know what's next for you. What's your goals? And I helped him just almost find clarity around what we had done. And I always remember when somebody exhales heavily, because you know that they're like kind of releasing something, And this quote that I wrote, um, or not, I didn't write it, but Richard Rohr wrote it. A light is not something to be looked at, but instead something that helps others see, right? And he was referencing in his book, his book's called The Universal Christ. He was referencing the idea of, you know, Christ living on the inside of people, and that it's not so that they look at you and admire you, is so that you can help them to see who they are and where they're going, right? And I always look at it that way. Like, I'm not here to have people look at me. I don't want people to look at me. I actually would rather them look in front of themselves and figure out that next step. And it just really, I think, exudes and helps to empower me of this mantra of to the clouds, because like we're illuminating that path for ourselves every day that we show up in lightness, right? Or authentically, or whatever makes you feel the most light. And for me, like being able to launch ID Arc to the world, this is a 6-year endeavor, y'all. And I had an incredible conversation with Arthur this morning, where he helped me realize, like, for the longest time, I've been operating almost inauthentically, where identity architecture has been kind of like a side hustle, versus all of the other service offerings that we did, which were primary. And I don't know, it was really special for me. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be prioritizing lightness, for me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and do my best so I can shine as bright as possible for all of you, but also for those that we serve on a regular basis. But I wanted to end it with that piece. Like, even in the clouds can be heavy, and definitely over Cleveland. They can be really heavy, low as possible. I don't know if you ever come down from a flight and you get down below and you're like, whoa, we're about to land. Because those clouds were so heavy with rain, right? So heavy, storm clouds. And sometimes that rain needs to be released. And I don't know about y'all, sometimes I gotta release some of that rain too. But ultimately it will go back up, right? That's just the cycle of what, precipitation? Is that it? Osmosis? What's the word? Is it osmosis?
Precipitation.
Precipitation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Condensation.
The cycles. But that's the vibe check for the week. To the clouds, y'all. To the clouds. Shay, you're muted. You're still muted.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just repeating to the clouds.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah.
Well, speaking of being light, Jake's anniversary is today.
Hey, let's go.
Actually, I think it's tomorrow. But same
Stop
vibe.
it.
Same vibe.
You would. Did you start on a Tuesday? You only started on a Tuesday because it was a holiday, I think, right? No. Did you start on a Tuesday?
I started on the 30th. The 30th. Yeah.
It was a Monday. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Well, it was a Monday last year this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jake.
Thank
How does
you.
it how does it feel a year in?
Really good. Like, it's funny because I was working out today and I was like really inspired. Just about like 1 year, like I want to put together a little unboxing video, and then I was like thinking about like all of the projects we did within a year. I think back to like Wonder Bread and like International Welcome Center and like
Creative
design
Plus.
and ethics, like all of these, and like the typeface we designed. There's so many things that we've done already that like thinking about it was super inspiring, and it was like, wow, super have already grown a lot. So I don't know, it's super awesome. I'm gonna put together like a little reel for tomorrow that I'm gonna post online. So get ready for that.
Yes.
Call it super.
Super. Okay.
You said super like 10 times.
I did.
That's how excited you are. I love it.
Super excited. Super excited.
Let's go. Shay, is he writing the ding soon? He should be writing. He should be writing the next ding, anniversary style.
Mm.
Arthur's writing the next one next week. The one for next week.
Okay.
So. But Jake's name is very much soon.
All right, Jake. I think you have a lot to share. I would encourage you.
But probably bring Jake's name up.
Especially after seeing your writing skills. That case study.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That was so.
Did you minor in what's the writing majors?
Like,
English.
English lit.
Did you minor in literature?
oh, I'm like bad at writing. I also like can't even read. I like have a hard time reading.
Are you dyslexic? I'm dyslexic.
My brother is, but I'm not.
I'm definitely dyslexic.
Oh, last week Jake was like, "Oh, fun fact, guys! Like, I'm actually illiterate."
I am. I have to read books with like the audiobook while I read and like use my finger to follow. It's like the hardest thing in the world. I'm visual.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're in the right
I
job.
used to, when I was in elementary school, I used to have my sister read the books to me, and I would just lay there. I'm like, "Can you read this to me?"
Aww.
I have no internal monologue, which is my issue. I like can't follow.
That's crazy.
No, when I found
Wow.
when Jake told me that, I was like, "You're lying! Like, I don't believe you." And then I was like, "Wait, this is crazy! Like, that's crazy! I can't believe that."
Yeah. So
My internal monologue is too high, so I end up literally monologuing something else that I'm reading while I'm reading, and then I don't remember anything that I read. I have to reread it again.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, congratulations, Jake. Way to make it a year. Did you unbox it already? Did you ring the bell?
not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna wait
All
for
right, well.
tomorrow. Yeah.
All
He's
right,
gotta
all right. Wait
record
for
it.
tomorrow.
Content.
Wait for it
Went
tomorrow.
full high production value on that
Yeah.
video. Get your
Make
camera
sure you
out.
check in with Ella. She will be your director.
Yeah,
She has a lot of notes.
for real.
I do not. Film it however you want.
Cool. Any other thoughts on the vibe before we move on to the logistical things?
I just
Is
really
the
love
vibe?
that quote.
Oh,
The quote that you put in. I love that. I've never heard it before. I like rewrote it in my notebook. I just love it.
why do you love it so much?
I think it's like when I read it, I almost saw this like visual, this like illustration where it's like this person who's like, when people say like, oh, they light up a room. Like this person is a light, right? I like have this visual of a person who's like almost glowing, like this light's like emanating, but instead of people staring at them, like they can now see more of what's in the room because that other person is like emanating this light. And so I just immediately like saw it as a visual in my head, and I just really, I don't know, it just like clicked. I was like, wow, I really love that. Yeah, it's such an empathetic and like unselfish way to like view it. So yeah, it's just really connected.
Let's go. Thing. All right, team. Well, let's get into the logistics then. Fun work. Jane, you want to run us through?
Yeah, I think a couple top of my notes in the bulletin board. Yay to Jake's anniversary. Congrats. It's been quite a year. And I quite enjoyed it while you're here. So yay. Sarah will be out of office this Thursday. So if you need anything from her, reach out as soon as possible. And then the first IDARC webinar this Thursday as well, which I think I saw somewhere there's 25 signups already. So I think that has surpassed John's goal of 10. So
10 to show up. Okay, so we gotta I think we're there. If we take 30% churn for a free event, I think we'll get there. 10 to show up is the goal.
yeah, because I think when designers are scary, I think around 50% people show up. So I'm confident in this one.
All right. Good. I'm glad you're confident.
Especially with our star player.
Who?
Everyone wants to, you.
Oh,
So our team is canceled this week.
yes. So I'm canceling the all team mainly because I think there's a little bit more work to do logistically to really hone in and focus us. And also I think I want to just go ahead and push that back until post my leave, because I think it actually would be more distracting than anything. I just like how we're moving right now. We just keep on this trajectory. I will check in with all of you individually this week to hone in on things, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. I think we'll get that time back, but also I think I like how we're moving right now. And with me having leave mid or end of February, I'm only taking 2 weeks off. So I think we'll have that all team as soon as I return, and that will hone in focus for Q2 rather than Q1. Okay. So if you have any questions that come up regarding the all team, just direct them to me or put time in my calendar to discuss it. But yeah, that's the plan as of right now. Sorry for the last minute change. I'm sure some of you would like your Fridays back anyways.
I'm going to be annoying. And if that's the case, then I will be here Thursday. I will not be here Friday. So
Look at that.
Well, swapperoonie.
Socceroo. Nice.
Swapperoo.
Okay.
Any questions on that? I know Ella, you've been waiting for an all team forever. You just have to wait just a little longer. Just a little
Okay, I
longer.
think I can stick it out. I think,
Okay.
Oh, they
you
only
know,
had
a
one in
month later.
Q4, right?
Oh yeah,
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 I
yeah.
did. I've been to one.
Sorry, I forgot about that one. I was sleeping for most of it.
Thought you were implying that I absolutely hated our last all team.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's okay. You could say you did.
No, I thought it was fun.
Our all teams are awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm really sad that we're canceling it. I'm just trying to be an intentional leader over here. Okay.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
wanna waste, I
thought
don't wanna waste anybody's time. We don't need any more NDRE this week. Okay.
And what?
Uh,
NDR.
That was the name of
The
the
artist.
artist song.
Oh, got it.
NDRE. And who's hip to NDRE?
What?
I knew Shay would be on the one.
I love it. Yeah.
Not to be mistaken for Erica Badu. All right, continue. Squirrel.
Where are these people?
it's
I
okay.
don't know Erica Badu.
No.
Ah,
Erica.
Ooh.
Put those links in the Studio Tunes channel and everyone study up.
Yeah, can I please not be the only person to like send things there? Like, by all means.
who
You don't
else
want to
is
know. You
doing this?
you don't want to know what I'm listening to right now.
I'll start sending more stuff in that channel.
I'm getting generational hate because I use Apple Music and I know that none of you approve of that. So
Generational hate. What are you talking?
yeah,
It's all those $5 iTunes gift cards you won over the years, John. Remember
Wait,
that?
no.
wait. Otto, do you use Spotify? Not Apple?
Spotify and YouTube.
Really? Oh, I use I use Apple Music too.
What?
And I use Spotify. Yeah,
That's
but
why I only share music with Shay because I know he's an Apple Music user.
You can still share music.
Just share it privately.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to hear all your ridicule for Apple Music. You literally have shamed me.
I use iHeartRadio.
I still listen to Pandora. No, I'm joking. I don't.
Sirius XM.
Yeah, I still use
Anyways,
AM radio.
Jane, we do not have time for the in the news section.
It's okay. Have a read.
See,
you-
John knows
if-
that all music trends go backwards. Like, the record players back, 8-tracks are cool. John's just waiting for it to cycle back to iTunes, and he's like, "Yo, I've been cool this whole time."
I'm just waiting for Spotify to go bankrupt like all the other companies. It's just gonna happen probably, unfortunately. Or Donald Trump ends up back in office and bans Spotify from
Yeah,
America.
more likely.
You'd have a riot.
Don't touch Spotify.
Only American-made music platforms are allowed.
Wait, is
Gen Z is
Spotify
gonna
not
storm the
American?
Capitol.
No, Spotify is from Sweden. Swedish.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Sweden.
Just like my car
Yeah. Like
and
IKEA.
all my
You
furniture.
know how to design, okay?
John loves the Swedes.
Anybody
Dutch.
anybody in that part of Northern Europe, I'm a fan of, except for the Vikings.
What?
Okay.
I did name my son Bjorn. So
I only said that because Arthur. Anyways, all right, come on, y'all. Dang, wow. All right, Jane, that is your responsibility to keep us on task.
I tried, but it's okay. I enjoyed that conversation. So, well, have a read of the in the news when you have a moment. In terms of work, or work.
Jake,
with the
stop crying because
ERA.
of Mirage being gone. All right, get over it.
I don't think I ever will.
Focus.
Over it.
Did you cry when the
Focus.
Eagles were eliminated?
Yeah. John is shining too much light right now.
I am in a pretty good mood.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of conversations happening this week with a bunch of our clients to get aligned. So, for example, the UBF, what else? ITM and Niantic Labs as well. I know John is in a lot of active conversations with all the clients there. So stay tuned. I think more things will come our way. But as for Westinghouse, Michael is on holiday to Mexico as well. Maybe we'll see your in-laws, John. I don't know, maybe. And, so we'll be quiet on the client front, but I think this gives Shay some leeway on the identity report. So yeah, those are the highlights there. As for identity architecture,
Jane,
Shay,
real quick on lounges, I did talk to Adam last week. He said that he had the domain information and he just wants to go live
okay.
with things where they are. So if I think we should just push it live because I think it's in a good enough space to do that, and then he'll be able to add things from there. So just FYI on that front.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I'll get that going today. Shay, on identity architecture.
Yeah, I think thanks to everyone. We had a lot of content last week, and that has really helped. Lots of engagement. I think cumulatively we have 100 views on YouTube right now. This is from all our videos, which will continuously grow. Webinar sign up 25, which just went up. And of course, phase 2 of the website is pretty much almost ready. So everything is going on well for us. We just want more people to sign up, but that would happen after this first webinar or after the second one, or even before this first one on Thursday. But everything is looking up, which is good. Then for Ding, this week, we're focusing, we're still in the mindset of identity architecture. So the Ding this week is called the Creative Operating System. And we just touch on a bit more of why identity architecture is an operating system for creatives. And that simplifies the language for everyone a lot better. It's an operating system. Everyone plugs into it to evolve whatever it is. And that's how we use it at the small studio. That's where the idea came from. So our Ding metrics, we had 939 total open rate for last week, it's up over 100. Last week we had 800 and something. And it still turns out that having our reel in Ding always gets the most clicks. That was the same thing that happened last week. So people went on to click to go watch the video. So it redirected them to our YouTube, which was a good thing. And we had a number of people go to our website. Yeah, go on. Oh, sorry, Jake, I could see your comment.
Sorry, I just want the comment. We don't have to address that now.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, of course. I'm sure we'll definitely
Do it,
based
Jake,
on what
do
Jake
it.
said.
If we just like
Based on what-
the gradient, it would be cute. Anyway.
Yeah,
sorry.
let's do it. Based on something John even said last week. Yeah, I guess it's about time to do that.
So
and when it comes
2023, yuck.
all right. And based on our momentum, it's also influencing our following across channels. So our Instagram, we actually had 80 more people follow us in the week, but because when we keep posting content, a number of people drop off. Yeah, 50 actually dropped off. 80 new follows, 50 dropped off, and 30 stayed.
That's good.
And our reach is up 281%. Our engagement is up 69%. So those are pretty good. And for our LinkedIn click-through rates, based on how we were, Otto and I were talking about it and how we decided to focus it, So let me just come to the people that are interacting with our content the most, which is executive directors, presidents, owners, and CEOs. And those are the guys we want to convert this year, and which is good because they have the highest click-through rates. So everyone that has like director or in senior positions are the ones who are interacting the most with our content on LinkedIn, which is good right now. And we intend to own in on that as we go further.
This creative operating system, I think, is a huge breakthrough. I told Shay it almost makes it more relatable and tangible from an understanding standpoint. It allows you to speak in their language versus just our language, right? So if you haven't read that ding yet that he wrote, it's baller, and I think it will help you understand this new approach to it. And just kudos for consistency, y'all. We're starting to see the fruits of that consistency. I'm starting to see it through just people reaching out to me directly, and the leads that we're generating just through organic engagement, whether that's a text message or an email. It's interesting on there. It says Georgia State University at the bottom.
Yeah, they're very high on the engagement, which is very surprising.
Maybe that's through Sarah's network.
Wait, where? Georgia State
So
University.
the last one, the images that you check LinkedIn.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very, very random. But
Impression.
also
So
on Friday, I got an email from my contact at University of California, Irvine, or UC Irvine, and she wants their next cohort of master's students to go through the identity architecture workshop when they start. So like actually paying us to deliver this workshop to our students, and I think it's going to be a huge, huge case study for us as we start to even release the individual workshop next quarter. So
Would that be in person?
No. No, they're most universities programs are completely virtual. But the last time I checked with UC Irvine, a lot of them were working from home a lot,
Okay.
especially their master's program.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather it not be in person.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm a fan of this virtual workshops now. It's much easier to engage, and a lot less work to set up. So, but yeah, that's just I was, until I talked to Shay this morning, I was like, that's random that she reached out to me. And I want to say it's probably due to the consistency of our content. She's like, hey, I want our students to go through this. It wasn't, hey, let's catch up,
Right.
type of thing. So I just want y'all to know, like, consistency pays off, and we're consistent right now.
I like the Detroit School of Rock and Pop Music on that list. That's cool.
It's hilarious.
Interesting. It's quite interesting.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, because I totally want to steal that name for sure.
It'd be funny if they did everything but Motown. It's like we don't do Motown. We do everything but Motown.
We draw the line.
That's hilarious.
Motown, yes.
Cool.
Awesome team. Anything else before we break? Any questions? Any yellow flags that anybody want to raise?
I have a thing. I mean, nothing actually really happened, but I was like, this is weird. Justin slacked me. He didn't actually really say anything yet. He was just like, hi, Ella. And it was like Friday afternoon, so I didn't respond until this morning. And I said, hey, Justin. But have you like talked to him at all? I don't know what that was. I was like, this is weird.
Is he trying to slide in your DMs?
No, stop. He emailed me because he was looking for some specific things. He probably realized like DMing you wouldn't get where he wanted, so he emailed me on Friday also.
Okay.
So that's a good point. Jane, are you good on that? I think we just go ahead and re-establish that Slack channel. I'm pretty now that when he messaged me, I realized that we may be setting a time limit on the guest account that causes them to be automatically logged out. I thought that he might have done that himself, but we may have just set a time limit on the guest account and that automatically expires their guest account. So just check in on that. I think we go ahead and just reestablish that channel, invite him back, and then follow up via email today on what we talked about on Friday. So Ella, you can always have fun like when he DMs you, but just
Yeah, I responded to him.
you're right about bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. I haven't heard from them in a while. It's kind of random.
Yeah. He was asking for some specific things. So
Makes
Jane's
sense.
navigating how to approach that. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Any other yellow flags? That's a good yellow flag, Ella.
Thanks.
Somebody
Fun
DM me and
Like, oh, is there a person DM me? I've never met them before.
That's hilarious.
all right, y'all. Get out of here. Have a great Monday. Be your light selves as much as you can.
Will do. Bye.
Bye.